The universe doesn't hear, "I'm temporarily experiencing a cash flow situation that I'm actively working to improve." It hears, "She wants to be broke." Got it. More broke coming right up. This isn't just some mystical mumbo-jumbo either. There's actual science backing this up. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, which is basically your personal search engine. Whatever you consistently tell it to look for, it finds. Tell it you're unlucky, and it'll present you with a highlight reel of every stubbed toe and missed opportunity. Tell it you're blessed, and suddenly you're noticing four-leaf clovers in concrete parking lots. But here's where it gets really interesting. The universe operates on what I like to call the Amazon Prime principle. It's incredibly efficient at delivering exactly what you order, but it can't read between the lines of your wishful thinking. When you say, "I don't want to be poor," the universe hears poor and starts prepping your delivery of more poverty. It's like typing "not pizza" into a food delivery app and being shocked when you get pizza. So what are these magic words that make the universe sit up and pay attention, like a golden retriever hearing a treat bag? They're simpler than you think, but they require you to become the most honest person you know. First with yourself, then with the universe. First, let's talk about the power of "I am." These two little words are like the universe's red phone, direct line to headquarters. Whatever follows "I am" becomes your cosmic order. I am struggling, orders more struggle. I am abundant, orders more abundance. The universe doesn't judge your order. It just fulfills it with the enthusiasm of a postal worker who actually loves their job. Here's your first practical step, and I want you to try this before this video ends. For the next 24 hours, become a detective of your own language. Every time you catch yourself saying "I am," followed by something you don't actually want more of, stop and consciously rephrase it. Instead of "I am so tired," try "I am recharging my energy." Instead of "I am broke," try "I am building my wealth." I know it sounds silly at first, but remember, you're learning a new language, and every language sounds ridiculous until you become fluent. The second magic phrase is "I have." This is where you start taking inventory of what's already working in your life. The universe loves confirmation bias. When you acknowledge what you have, it assumes you want more of the same and starts shopping for upgrades. I have a warm bed, I have clean water, I have people who care about me. These aren't just gratitude exercises, they're cosmic purchase orders for more good things. Now here's where most people mess this up, and I'm going to save you years of frustration. You cannot fake this. The universe has excellent emotional radar. You can't stand in your empty apartment saying "I have abundance" while internally rolling your eyes and expecting miracles. That's like trying to convince someone you're happy while wearing a scowl. The energy doesn't match the words. Instead, start small and build your credibility with the universe. Find one thing you genuinely have and appreciate. Maybe it's your ability to make people laugh, or your cozy reading corner, or even just the fact that you're healthy enough to watch this video. Start there. Build your "I have" muscle with things that feel true, then gradually expand your inventory. The third phrase that makes the universe practically trip over itself to help you is "I choose." This is where you take back your power from circumstances and become the author of your own story. Instead of "this always happens to me," try "I choose to see this as an opportunity." Instead of "I have no choice," try "I choose to find a solution." The universe loves working with people who take responsibility for their own experience because it knows they're serious about change. But here's the secret sauce that makes all of this work: timing and emotion. The most powerful time to speak to the universe is right before you fall asleep and right when you wake up. Your conscious mind is taking a coffee break, and your subconscious is ready to place orders directly with cosmic headquarters. Combine your new universe vocabulary with genuine emotion, not fake enthusiasm, but real appreciation, real hope, real determination, and you've just upgraded from regular mail to express delivery. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this sounds too simple to work. And you're right, it is simple. But simple doesn't mean easy. Learning to monitor and consciously choose your words is like training a puppy. It takes consistency, patience, and the occasional treat when you get it right. The universe isn't testing your worthiness. It's waiting for you to get clear about what you actually want. Here's your homework, and this is where the magic happens. For the next 7 days, I want you to become obsessed with 3 phrases. I am, I have, and I choose. Write them down, set phone reminders. Tattoo them on your forehead, whatever it takes to remember. Every time you catch yourself speaking the old language of limitation, pause and translate into universe. Don't worry about being perfect. The universe has infinite patience for students who are genuinely trying. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to believe in any of this for it to work. The universe doesn't require your faith, just your participation. Try it like an experiment. Be your own scientist. Test the hypothesis that your words create your reality and see what happens. The worst-case scenario is that you develop a more positive internal dialogue. The best-case scenario is that you discover you've had a direct hotline to cosmic customer service this entire time. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop accidentally ordering chaos and start consciously creating the life you actually want? The universe is listening, taking notes, and preparing to deliver. What are you going to tell it? Drop a comment below and tell me which phrase you're going to focus on first. I am, I have, or I choose. And if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started on this journey of speaking fluent universe. Remember, small changes in language create massive shifts in reality. Your words are more powerful than you've ever imagined, and the universe can't wait to show you what you're truly capable of creating. Now go out there and start speaking the language of miracles. The universe is waiting for your call. Scientists even call it the theta state, this magical moment when your mind is most open to suggestions. Whatever you tell yourself right before sleep is like writing a script for tomorrow's reality. And if all you're feeding it is, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm not enough, well, the universe just delivers exactly what you ordered. Simple, right? Painful, but simple. Here's where it gets good. Because once you understand this framework, you realize you're not powerless at all. You don't need $1 million in your account today to feel rich. You don't need everyone's approval to feel worthy. You don't need to wait for some magical, perfect moment. You just need to plant the right seeds at the right time. And that right time? It's those last few minutes before you sleep. Think of it as placing an order with the universe every night. And the best part? You don't even have to pay shipping. So how do we do this in a way that's simple, powerful, and actually fun? Let's break it down into 3 steps you can start using tonight. Step 1. Clear the junk. You can't go to bed with your brain cluttered like a messy kitchen sink and expect inspiration to flow. Just take a breath, forgive yourself for the day, and mentally say, I release this. Doesn't matter if it was a bad conversation, a mistake, or just stress. Imagine dropping all of it into a trash bin and leaving it at the curb. Your job is not to solve everything tonight. Your job is to rest and reset. That's already half the battle. Step 2. Speak the command. This is where it gets juicy. Right before you drift into sleep, whisper something like, tomorrow, doors will open for me. The universe is aligning in my favor. I am divinely guided, and I receive with ease. You don't have to get fancy. You just have to be consistent. Remember, your subconscious isn't picky. It doesn't argue. It just accepts. So give it something worth chewing on. Step 3. Feel it like it's already true. Don't just say the words like you're reading the side of a cereal box. Say them with a grin, a laugh, a little spark in your chest. Pretend like tomorrow is already yours. This isn't fake, it's rehearsal. Athletes do it. Performers do it. The universe responds when you feel the emotion behind the words. Now, I know some of you are thinking, that's it. Just talk to myself before bed. And yes, that's it. But let me warn you, this is powerful. Some of you are going to try it tonight and be shocked at how quickly things start to shift. You'll wake up with a new idea, run into someone you needed to meet, or suddenly feel lighter, more confident, more magnetic. Others might notice slower shifts, but trust me, change is happening underneath, just like seeds sprouting underground before you ever see the green. And let me pause right here to say this. I know you've probably clicked on endless videos that drag on for an hour, repeating the same message in 10 different ways, and by the end, you're either asleep or completely confused. But that's not this channel. Around here, we keep it short, powerful, and straight to the point. Why? Because I value your time. I don't need to waste an hour to make you feel inspired. I just need a few minutes to help you remember the truth about who you are. So stay with me, because what's coming next will stick with you long after this video ends. Here's the thing, your nights are sacred. They're not meant for endless worry or replaying the drama of the day. They're meant for planting seeds in the soil of your subconscious. When you master this, you'll stop going to bed drained and start going to bed in power. That's how you shock the universe. It expects you to keep begging, but instead, you stand tall and command with faith. So tonight, before you pull that blanket up and scroll one last time, try this. Put your phone down. Take one deep breath and say, I am ready. I am open. I am worthy. Tomorrow will surprise me with blessings I cannot yet imagine. Then smile. Let it go and sleep like you just handed the universe your wish list. That's all. That's your assignment. One small step. Will you try it? If yes, let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you spoke and what happened after. And listen, don't just watch and click away. Take action. Because inspiration without action is just entertainment. You don't need another video to watch passively. You need to practice this one tonight. If you're serious about shifting your reality, this is where it starts. Not next week, not next month, tonight. So here's your call to action. Before you sleep tonight, say your words. Don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. Just do it. And if you want accountability, type your affirmation in the comments below so the entire community can lift it up with you. That's how we multiply power together. All right, let's wrap this up with some momentum. The universe is waiting for you to place your order. Don't keep sending it junk mail. Send it your truth. Send it your power. And watch how quickly your tomorrow shifts. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button so the algorithm knows it. Subscribe so you never miss these short but powerful doses of inspiration. And share this with someone who needs a reminder that they are not powerless. You have everything it takes to turn your nights into the most magical, creative, and life-changing part of your day. So go ahead, say it before you sleep, then rest like a king or queen, and let the universe shock you. Until next time, remember, your words create your world. Use them wisely. Good night, and watch the magic unfold, then wondering why that's what keeps showing up on your plate. The wealthy understand something that most people miss entirely. They don't just think differently about money, they speak a completely different language. Their words create bridges to abundance, rather than walls around scarcity. They've learned that the universe is like the most literal-minded waiter you've ever encountered. It takes your orders exactly as you place them. No substitutions, no creative interpretations. Here's the thing that might surprise you about millionaires. They're not necessarily smarter than you, more talented than you, or even more hardworking than you. But they have mastered the art of speaking in alignment with what they want to create. They've eliminated what I like to call poverty talk from their vocabulary, and they've replaced it with language that opens doors instead of slamming them shut. Think about it this way. If you had a magic genie that granted every single thing you said out loud, how differently would you speak? You'd probably stop saying things like, I can't afford that, or money doesn't grow on trees, or I'm broke. You'd realize that these seemingly innocent phrases are actually spells you're casting on your own financial future. Now, let's get practical about this, because understanding the theory is lovely, but implementation is where the magic happens. The first step is becoming aware of your current language patterns. For the next week, I want you to become a detective of your own speech. Notice how many times you speak about money from a place of lack. Count how often you say things like, "That's too expensive. I wish I could afford. If only I had more money." Or, "I'm living paycheck to paycheck." Don't judge yourself, for this awareness is the first step toward transformation. You're simply gathering data about the vibrations you've been sending out. Think of it as taking inventory before you restock your entire mental warehouse. Step 2 is understanding that abundance is your natural state. Yes, you heard that right. Abundance is not something you need to chase, beg for, or prove yourself worthy of. It's the natural flow of the universe, and scarcity is actually the artificial interruption of that flow. When you align your language with this truth, you stop swimming against the current and start flowing with it. Here's where we get into the replacement patterns. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," try, "I'm choosing to invest my money differently right now." Notice the shift. One statement makes you a victim of circumstances. The other makes you the empowered decision maker in your financial life. Instead of "I'm broke," try, "I'm in a temporary cash flow situation that I'm actively improving." Same facts, completely different energy. When you see something you want but can't currently purchase, instead of lamenting about the price, try saying, "I love seeing examples of the abundance that's available to me." This does something magical. It trains your mind to see abundance everywhere, instead of focusing on what you can't have. It's like switching from a scarcity telescope to an abundance microscope. Step 3 involves creating what I call future self-language. Start speaking as if you're already the successful, abundant person you're becoming. This doesn't mean lying or living in fantasy land. It means speaking from the energy of your expanded self rather than your current limitations. When someone asks about your financial goals, instead of saying, "I hope to make more money someday," try, "I'm building multiple income streams and watching my wealth grow consistently." The key here is authenticity mixed with aspiration. You're not pretending to have money you don't have, but you're speaking from the vibration of someone who expects and welcomes financial success. There's a massive difference between delusional thinking and aligned expectation. Now, let's talk about gratitude language, because this is where many people get it backwards. Generic gratitude statements like, "I'm grateful for everything I have," can actually reinforce a scarcity mindset if they come from a place of, "I should be happy with my crumbs." Instead, try specific appreciation that acknowledges abundance. "I'm grateful for the $50 that showed up unexpectedly," or "I appreciate how money flows to me in perfect timing." Step 4 is eliminating complaint language around money. This is huge, and honestly, it might be the most challenging part because our culture is addicted to financial complaint bonding. You know what I mean, those conversations where everyone competes to share their financial struggles, taxes, complaints, inflation, frustrations. While these feelings are valid, constantly speaking them out loud is like watering weeds in your abundance garden. Instead of joining the complaint chorus, try redirecting these conversations. When someone says, "Gas prices are killing me," you might respond with, "Yeah." It's interesting how these situations always inspire me to find new ways to increase my income. You're acknowledging their experience without adding your own complaint energy to the mix. Here's something that might sound controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. Stop talking about what you can't do because of money. Every time you say, "I can't travel because it's too expensive," or "I can't start that business because I don't have the capital," you're reinforcing the very limitations you want to break free from. Instead, start talking about what you're creating. "I'm planning an amazing trip and watching for the perfect opportunity to make it happen." Or, "I'm building my business plan and staying open to creative funding solutions." Step 5 involves mastering the language of receiving. Most people are terrible at receiving compliments, opportunities, and yes, money, because they haven't learned how to speak receptively. When someone offers to pay for lunch, instead of protesting with, "Oh no, I couldn't let you do that," try, "Thank you, I received that graciously." When someone compliments your work, instead of deflecting, try, "I appreciate you recognizing my value." This might feel uncomfortable at first because many of us were taught that gracious receiving is somehow selfish or rude. But here's the truth. When you deflect abundance in any form, you're training the universe that you're not ready for more. You're essentially saying, no thank you to prosperity. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, this sounds great in theory, but I have real bills, real debt, and real financial pressure. How is changing my language going to fix my actual problems? Fair question, and here's the honest answer. Changing your language won't magically deposit money in your bank account tomorrow, but it will absolutely shift your energy, your opportunities, your decisions, and your ability to recognize and act on abundance when it appears. Think about it like this. If you're constantly speaking from lack, you're training your brain to look for evidence of scarcity. You'll notice every price increase, every bill, every expense. But when you start speaking from abundance, your brain begins to notice opportunities, solutions, and possibilities you were previously blind to. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. Your reticular activating system, which is like your brain's filtering system, shows you more of whatever you're focusing on. Here's a practical example. Let's say you need an extra $500 this month. The scarcity language sounds like, I don't know how I'm going to come up with this money. Things are so tight. I'm stressed about making ends meet. The abundance language sounds like, I'm excited to discover the creative ways this $500 is going to show up. I'm open to opportunities and ready to take inspired action. Same goal, but the second approach puts you in a completely different mental and emotional state. From the abundant mindset, you're more likely to notice that freelance opportunity, more likely to ask for that raise, more likely to sell those items you've been meaning to get rid of, more likely to think of services you could offer. The opportunities were always there, but your language determines whether you can see and act on them. Step 6 is about consistency and patience. This isn't a one-week challenge where you speak abundantly for 7 days and then expect your life to transform completely. This is about fundamentally rewiring your relationship with prosperity, and that takes time. But here's the beautiful part. Every single day you practice this new way of speaking, you're building momentum. You're creating new neural pathways, new energy patterns, new vibrational habits. Some days will be easier than others. You might catch yourself slipping back into old patterns, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to notice without judgment and gently redirect. Think of it like learning to play an instrument. You wouldn't expect to be concert ready after a few practice sessions, but every time you play, you're getting better. Let me share something that might help you stay motivated during this process. The wealthy people I know aren't wealthy because they never think about money problems. They're wealthy because they've trained themselves to think about money solutions. They've developed what I call solution language instead of problem language. When they face a financial challenge, they don't say, I don't have enough money. They say, I need to generate more income, or I need to find a creative solution for this. Step 7 involves surrounding yourself with abundant language from others. This might mean being more selective about the conversations you engage in, the social media you consume, and even the news you watch. I'm not suggesting you live in a bubble, but I am suggesting you become intentional about the language environment you're marinating in all day long. If you're constantly surrounded by people who speak from lack, limitation, and financial fear, it's going to be much harder to maintain your new abundant language patterns. Look for content creators, books, podcasts, and communities that speak the language of possibility and growth. Feed your mind with words that inspire expansion rather than contraction. Here's something practical you can do right now. Create what I call an abundance phrase book. Write down 20 to 30 phrases that feel authentic to you and reflect the financial reality you're creating. Things like money flows to me easily and consistently. I'm always in the right place at the right time for financial opportunities. I trust my ability to create wealth. I'm grateful for my expanding prosperity. Keep this list handy and refer to it throughout the day. When you catch yourself about to speak from lack, pause and choose one of your abundance phrases instead. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about training yourself to speak in alignment with what you want to create. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. As you begin to shift your language patterns, you'll start to notice that other people respond to you differently. There's an energy that comes with abundant language that people can feel, even if they can't articulate it. you'll find that opportunities start coming to you more naturally. People will think of you when they hear about job openings, business opportunities, or collaboration possibilities. This happens because abundant language creates what I call magnetic presence. You become the kind of person that others want to include, support, and do business with. You're no longer radiating lack and desperation, which frankly repels opportunities. Instead, you're radiating confidence, possibility, and readiness for success. Step 8 is about taking aligned action while maintaining abundant language. Here's the thing: speaking abundantly isn't a substitute for action. It's the foundation that makes your actions more effective. When you're operating from abundant language and mindset, you make better decisions, you're more confident in your negotiations, you're more willing to invest in yourself and your growth. Let's say you're looking for a new job. Scarcity language sounds like, "I hope someone will hire me," or "I need this job so badly," or "Please give me a chance." Abundant language sounds like, "I'm excited to find the perfect role where I can contribute my unique value," or "I'm confident there's a great match out there for my skills and experience." Can you feel the difference in energy? The first approach comes from desperation, the second from confidence. And employers, clients, and business partners can absolutely feel this difference, even if they can't consciously identify what it island. Here's your call to action, and I want you to start this immediately. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. For the next 24 hours, I want you to catch yourself every single time you speak about money from a place of lack. Don't try to change it yet, just notice. Set a timer on your phone to go off every 2 hours, and when it does, take a moment to reflect on how you've been speaking about money since the last reminder. This awareness exercise alone will probably shock you. Most people have no idea how consistently they speak from financial lack until they start paying attention. You might discover that you complain about prices, express worry about bills, or make jokes about being broke dozens of times in a single day. After 24 hours of awareness, then you can start implementing the replacement language. Choose 3 abundance phrases from your phrase book and commit to using them whenever you catch yourself about to speak from lack. Remember, this is a practice, not a perfection. Every time you choose abundant language over lack language, you're rewiring your relationship with prosperity. I also want you to do something that might feel a little scary, but trust me on this one. Share one abundance statement on social media today. It could be as simple as, "I'm grateful for the financial opportunities that are coming my way," or "I'm excited about my growing prosperity." This does 2 things. First, it puts your intention out into the world in a public way, which increases your commitment to this new way of being. Second, it might inspire someone else who needs to hear this message. Here's what I know for certain about you, even though we've never met. You have unique gifts, talents, and value to offer the world. The fact that you're here, listening to this message, tells me that you're ready to step into a bigger version of yourself financially. You're ready to stop playing small with your language and start speaking like the prosperous person you're meant to be. The universe is constantly responding to your words, your thoughts, and your energy. It's not judging whether you're worthy of abundance. It's simply delivering experiences that match your vibration. When you shift your language from lack to abundance, you're literally changing your order with the cosmic restaurant. Instead of repeatedly ordering struggle with a side of financial stress, you're ordering prosperity with a side of opportunity. Remember, every single millionaire started exactly where you are right now, with a decision to think, speak, and act differently than they had been. They didn't have special secrets or magic formulas. They simply aligned their language with their desires and took consistent action from that aligned place. Your words are creating your reality, whether you believe it or not. The question is, what reality do you want to create? Because if you want to be a millionaire in 2025, it's time to start speaking like one today. Not when you have the money, not when you feel worthy, not when circumstances are perfect, but right now, in this moment, with your very next sentence. So go ahead, beautiful soul. Step into your abundant language. Speak like the millionaire you're becoming. The universe is listening, and it's ready to deliver exactly what you're asking for. You can't say, "I'm wealthy," while worrying about bills. That's like trying to whistle and cry at the same time. It doesn't work. But don't worry, we're going to fix that today. By the time you finish this video, you'll know the 3 exact words to summon $500 million. And most importantly, you'll know how to use them with real power. And if you're new here, just so you know, we keep our videos short but so potent that they leave a spark in your soul. The goal isn't to flood you with long lectures, it's to awaken your power in just a few minutes of truth. Now, let's acknowledge something real. You've been working hard, haven't you? You've been manifesting, praying, visualizing, lighting candles, reading affirmations, and still, it feels like abundance is on a coffee break. You might even wonder if something's wrong with you. Maybe you think you're missing the secret ingredient everyone else seems to have. I get it. You're tired of the waiting, the almosts. The next month will be better. You're tired of watching other people's miracles while yours are still in transit. Here's what's really happening. You're not out of alignment, you're out of clarity. You've been sending mixed signals to the universe. One minute you're saying, I want abundance. The next you're scrolling through bills muttering, I can't take this anymore. You're switching channels so fast the universe can't even tell which order to fulfill. Think about it this way. If you called a restaurant and said, I'll have the pasta, and then immediately called back and said, actually, cancel that, I'll take the pizza, and then called again and said, wait, I'm not even hungry. Would you expect dinner to show up? No. That's how most people communicate with the divine. They change their order every 5 minutes. So, before we talk about the 3 words, you need to understand times, why times they work. Everything begins with energy. You, me, your phone, the chair you're sitting on, it's all energy vibrating at different frequencies. Money, too, is energy, and it flows to those who vibrate at its frequency. That's why the same opportunities can show up for 2 people, and one becomes a millionaire while the other stays stuck. It's not luck, it's alignment. Let me make this practical. When you feel rich, grateful, confident, and joyful, you're tuned into the same vibration as wealth. When you feel anxious, desperate, or jealous, you're tuned into lack. The universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your frequency. But your words times create times your frequency. So yes, the words you say matter because they train your vibration. Now, I know you're ready for the reveal. The 3 exact words that summon $500 million are, I am wealth. Simple? Yes. But don't mistake simplicity for weakness. Those 3 words are atomic, they carry creation power. When you say, I am, you are invoking the divine name of being. You're not describing yourself, you're defining yourself. You're speaking from authority, not request. The universe hears I am and moves everything in existence to make that statement true. But here's where most people mess up. They say I am wealth while secretly thinking, yeah, right. They declare abundance with their lips but deny it in their hearts. And the universe doesn't follow words, it follows belief. So you've got to times feel, times it, you've got to embody it. Let's do a small test right now. Say quietly to yourself, I am wealth. Notice what happens inside you. Do you feel resistance? Does your mind immediately whisper, no, you're not? That's the gap we need to close. That little voice of doubt is your old programming, your poverty consciousness trying to protect itself. It's scared because wealth requires a new version of you. But here's the trick. Don't fight that doubt. Don't argue with it. Just repeat the phrase until it gets quiet. Because every time you say, I am wealth, you're writing new code into your subconscious. You're erasing years of limitation, fear, and false humility. Now let's get practical. Here's your daily wealth ritual. When you wake up in the morning, before you even look at your phone, sit for 60 seconds and say, I am wealth. Don't just say it, feel it. Feel the sheets beneath you as if they're silk. Feel the air as if it's carrying the fragrance of success. Smile like someone who just found out the universe is their business partner. Then, throughout the day, use it as your internal soundtrack. Stuck in traffic, I am wealth. Doing laundry, I am wealth. Paying a bill, especially then, I am wealth. Because wealth is not about how much money is in your account. It's about your identity. When you embody wealth, money simply rearranges itself to match your truth. And please remember this isn't delusion. This is divine psychology. Your subconscious mind doesn't argue, it obeys. If you tell it you're wealthy, it starts filtering reality to confirm that. It begins to spot opportunities, people, and ideas that match your command. It's like training your brain to become a magnet for prosperity. I once told a friend to practice saying, "I am wealth" every morning for 21 days. She laughed at first. On day 3, she called me and said, "I just got an unexpected bonus at work." On day 10, she found $300 in an old jacket. By day 21, she was offered a promotion. Was it coincidence? Maybe, but I call it alignment. Because when you vibrate at wealth, the world rearranges to match your frequency. Now I know what you might be thinking. But what about the bills? What about the debt? What about the real world? And I'll tell you, wealth doesn't ignore reality. It transforms it. You don't wait until your circumstances change to feel wealthy. You feel wealthy first, and then your circumstances change. That's how the law works. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you times are. Asterisk. So when you say, "I am wealth," don't wait for proof before you believe it. Believe it first, and the proof will appear. All right, let's pause here. Take a deep breath. We've opened the door to something powerful. We're going to go deeper into how to activate those 3 words so they don't just sound good, they actually manifest tangible, visible wealth in your life. Because saying, "I am wealth," is the seed. But you still need to water it with belief, gratitude, and inspired action. And trust me, the moment you start doing this, something shifts in the atmosphere around you. You begin to walk differently, think differently. Opportunities start showing up. And before long, you realize wealth was never outside of you. It was waiting for you to declare who you already are. So, stay with me. We're just getting started. I'll show you exactly how to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with these 3 words, so that $500 million becomes not a fantasy, but a natural extension of your vibration. Take a sip of water, stretch a little, but don't leave yet. The next few minutes could rewrite the way you relate to money forever. Now,